As we all come to the middle of the month, it is obvious that we all have been battling flying monkeys with a rubber band in the middle of a scene from Frozen. Every day has become an adventure. Just getting your chores and errands done can bring the most unexpected situations. You wake up at 4 a.m. and start praying for the day because you literally have no idea what is coming or how it will turn out. In the old days of manifestation, we created from a point of knowing, but nowadays with all the dimensional rift and multiple interferences, one cannot create in the graphics of the past. There are new rules and new schematics that we must master. Most of us are hardwired to the bone, nothing virtual about us, we are flesh and bone and very, very human. Most of us that hold a vast light that never wavers were raised in the era of empaths. We feel so deeply, we cannot listen to the news or see another suffer or watch abandoned puppy commercials. We feel every drop of life and we often do what we can, not to feel, not to ride another's hurt too far into the heart. We buffer ourselves from all the chaos and confusion and end up walking around like a zombie on a good hair day. We are on automatic pilot not knowing our flight plan, because life seems to take us where it wants, with or without our permission. What happened to free will, you shout, as life pushes you in the car, telling you to do this or do that and to heck with the ice and snow. Life is getting downright pushy as she directs the traffic of our life. We seem singled out like a red-headed kid in school. We are still looking for the proof but seldom see any pudding, mostly low-fat yogurt. The demands of life and family and the universe is a full-time job, with vanilla benefits that blend into a bland background. The energies of an untimely and reluctant spring come like a surprising push on a carousel. A great protest stirs the soul as the tides begin to turn in the opposite direction, whipping up some old protests. Feelings deep and hidden come to the surface as the energy field responds to unseen stimulus. All chakras are wide open. Ancient angers ride the surf like a professional on a giant wave. Anxiety springs forth from a dried-up well. What lurks right outside our marginal vision? Changes take place quickly lined up like dominoes. Who is the strings of our life and what plays us? Time unrolls itself to be seen fully belly exposed. As the memory of what was seems to drift like a dream in the morning, we continue to move quickly down the corridor of time. We are being ushered into time doors that swing both ways. Down hallways that never end into a place that has not yet been created. All of us have seen and felt the difference and the trail of commotion it leaves behind. Time is like a wild horse that bucks the 24-hour system and continues to look for a way out of the dimensional corral. We all run like hamsters in a clear ball, bumping into walls, paddling our little feet as fast as we can. Not getting anywhere and exhausted by all the energy it took just to get this far. Time brushes past us, like a gust of wind, not asking our permission to do anything. Life pushes us harder into a corner of limited choices, or so it seems, but it is us that has painted ourselves into that corner by our limited thinking. We can just as easily paint a way out if we choose. Sacred markers are reset and time retuned. This next year asks us to look deep into our hearts and see exactly what our soul wants. It asks us to stop lying to ourselves about what will make us happy and a better person. It asks us to follow what brings us any kind of passion and joy. We seek the fountain of youth but not in form, in self and soul. We grow weary, looking outside ourselves for what lives within. As life is not responding to our prayers, and we are left using our inherent down-to-earth walkabout abilities. Step by step we move out of the cave of the old into a new playing field that seems virtually from another world. Time has quickened, and all past alignments and agreements have shifted as well. Longitudes and latitudes dance to a new geometry. Sacred markers are reset and time retuned. The unknowable becomes seen as that which has appeared emptied, now becomes full of possibility. A realm shift awakens from a long sleep to escort you into the place where time and space meet. All limitations are transformed in this expanded version of reality. You are an instrument of light that is being fine-tuned to play a new song with a new beat. See beyond what seems possible. Each situation has a million outcomes. From that point of wisdom, create from your heart. Perceptions are enhanced, and we see in and out of time but are still hesitant to go through the door. Like one with thick trifocals, everything is out of center and in disarray. Seeing between worlds is not a place for those feeble of mind. One must hold tightly as time doors whoosh open and present themselves in a new demonstration of power. People do their best to hide what ails them, but actions are louder than any words. This year of time asks one to get down to the business of picking up the shattered glass and going into all mirrored pieces and fractures of self. Mirrors are a gateway of transport to places that cannot be seen with the naked eye. A place of mirrors comes to reveal what needs to be seen as one crosses the timelines into places that await your presence. Finally, you are able to enter the free-flowing experience of all possibility. Like newly fallen snow with no footprints, you will walk upon a clean slate that has welcomed your input. Learning to truly see, to create, to make real, by looking through the dimensional gateway, takes its toll on your immature imagination. You have finally come to the realization that your thoughts are the source of your power. Any and all limitations are the source of your power. Any darkness you battle can be a source of power. What stretches you makes you a champion. As one who rises from battle and continues to move forward on the sheer will to do good,